Hey, today we're going to work on thoracic spine mobility. So your thoracic spine is your upper back. So it's from your ribs to the top of your shoulders. And the reason this is really important is because unless you're, a golfer or a baseball player, or you do something that requires a lot of twisting or a lot of this kind of movement, we typically lose a lot of our thoracic spine mobility as we get older. We become very, very stiff and rigid in this part of our body. The reason it matters is because your thoracic spine is connected to your low back, it's connected to your neck, and it's also connected to your shoulders. So if you lose the normal range of motion in your thoracic spine, it can make all those other areas more vulnerable to pain. So I'm going to show you some great moves that you can do at home with no equipment to help to increase your range of motion in your thoracic spine. Here we go. I am positive you've seen this one before. It's called the cat-cow. And it's a way of increasing the flexion and extension of your thoracic spine. So what you want to do is make sure that you're pushing your spine up as much as you can, separating those shoulder blades as much as you can, dropping the head down, dropping the pelvis down, and then basically doing the opposite, shooting your bum up, letting your shoulder blades come more together, bringing your neck up, and just do a series of 10 to 15 of those. This one's a little more of a challenge. It's a variation on thread the needle. So what you're gonna do, I want you to come sit back on your heels like this. I'm gonna work with my left hand here. Put your left hand on your head, twist your spine this way so you're looking as much as you can. Be careful. It's very easy to overstretch, and if you do that, it'll hurt. So breathe into it and follow what your body is telling you is enough. You come up into a twist, and then you bring your elbow down under. And you come up again. Do this 5 to 10 times on each side. You come up, and then you shoot your elbow under the other elbow. This one is one of my absolute favorites. You can do it sitting cross-legged like this. You'll often see people sitting like this. Doesn't matter how you sit. I like to sit like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hand, just kind of hang it over my knee like this. I'm gonna breathe in and let myself kind of straighten upward, almost as if there was a string pulling my head up. And then as I breathe out, I'm gonna twist. And wherever I end, I'm gonna stay there. Then I'm gonna breathe up again. And as I breathe out, I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more twist. So again, be very careful when you're doing this. The spine doesn't actually have a whole lot of rotation. Most of the rotation you see comes from shoulders. So you don't want to over twist. You are leading this movement with your spine and your waist, not with your shoulders. If you do it with your shoulders, you are prone to over twisting and pulling a muscle. So breathe up and just let it out and see where you land. See how that feels. And then do the same thing again and out. Give it 4 or 5 breaths and then repeat it on the other side. This one is a great variation on upward dog. So what I'm doing is I'm on my belly, I'm pushing myself up like this, and then just drop your shoulder and come up. As you breathe out, drop your shoulder and come up. Do that 5 or 10 times on each side. This last move, I don't know whether you consider it thoracic spine. It's really more of a chest opener, but it's so great. I think you should do it while you're working on thoracic spine mobility. I'm on a foam roller. My bum is supported. My head and shoulders are supported. It's lengthwise, so it's going up and down my spine. And all I'm gonna do is just let my arms fold out and breathe and let my chest open and stretch those pec muscles. You can also, if you want to, you can do cactus arms or goalpost arms, they're also called. So you can bring your arms up and down like that. You can bring them up and down like this, or you can just breathe and let them sit. This whole routine shouldn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes, so you can incorporate it into other mobility or strength routines that you're doing. But I promise you, if you work on your flexibility and you work on your pliability and mobility in all areas of your body, it will drastically reduce your chances of pain and your need to see your chiropractor.